Hi, I'm so excited to be here. Today, we're going to be going over the keys to your epic life. And we're going to go over this pretty quickly. So, uh, welcome. If you're watching the replay, welcome. If you're here live, welcome. I am so glad to be able to pour into you and to invite you to live an epic life. You know, when we work in compassionate work, the risk of compassion fatigue or PTSD is always there. And these are the things that we can do to keep ourselves strong and healthy and living an epic life. Life is so good. It's so fun. I'm 70 now, and I have discovered that every decade gets better and better. And I just want to invite you to love yourself into living the most epic life that you can, whatever your goals and aspirations are, whatever your relationships are. You have the capacity to live an epic life. And so I want to invite this. I am currently um, transporting my files into a PDF so that I can display them because I couldn't find the PDF on my computer because I'm technologically challenged. That's the way to look at it. So let's see if that worked. Here's the PDF. So I help stressed out people own their lives. And I get to mentor people to be able to adapt to the things that they want to do to be able to be strong and healthy. So when you see me looking away, that's me looking at my second computer. That's where I see you best. Um, and okay, so once again, I can't find the PDF, so we're going to do this blind for you, but it won't be blind for me because I'm going to be following along on my slide deck. Hopefully, you can see me. So the key to an epic life is healthy habits. Habits make up 40 to 70% of what we do every day. If you've ever gotten to work and wondered how you got there, that's a habit. If you brush your teeth without even thinking about it, that's a habit. And so a lot of what we do every day is habitual. And taking charge of our habits is how we own our lives. Now, it's difficult to change a habit because we are human and we have this amygdala in our brain that wants to keep us safe and views anything as a change as unsafe. And so it will intervene. It'll help us forget what we're doing. We're always on guard. We're always making sure that we're safe, making sure that we're safe. We're always scanning to make sure things are safe. And so one of the ways, so the way the method that I'm teaching is designed to get past that amygdala, past that resistance to change. We have a process called homeostasis, and our bodies wants to stay the same. We are asking for change, and so we need to start now. We need to start small, and we need to start with one. So what I've come up with is called the REST method. REST, as in the rest of your life, you'll be able to do this. And so REST is an acronym for the 4 different principles of habit formation, the 4 keys to habit formation. R is for remind yourself. You've got to remind yourself everywhere to be able to make a change. And so if you need to put up sticky notes, put a notification in your phone, whatever you need to do, remind yourself of what you want to do. Make it very simple, make it very visible. And when you become blind to it, when you realize you're not seeing that sticky note anymore, you're not noticing the things on your text, change something else. Change something about it to remind yourself. It's really, really challenging to adopt something new. And then the second letter is E. So rest is remind yourself, enjoy the practice. You got to figure out a way to enjoy it, because we're not going to do it if it's not fun, if it's drudgery. I think we all have enough drudgery in our lives, don't you? And so enjoy the practice. Enjoy it. That if that means breathing in and feeling good about who you are because you did the practice, that's great. Just make sure you enjoy the practice, because you cannot should yourself into an epic life. You've got to invite yourself. You've got to choose it. Now, the third key is you got to start small and doable. Very small, very doable. And so the first habit that I recommend that you start is a practice of silence, intentional silence, 5 minutes each day. And always go back to that. Never let this one go. 5 minutes a day, at least, of intentional silence. Now, when I say 5 minutes a day, I'm not saying only 5 minutes a day. Don't go a second over 5 minutes a day. I'm saying make sure you do at least 5 minutes a day. You can plan to do 20, but make your benchmark 5 minutes. Because what you're going to do is you're going to track what you do. And that's the T. So you got to remind yourself, you've got to enjoy it, you've got to keep it small and doable, you've got to track it. So when you track it, that helps tell your amygdala that this is important, and it helps to change your identity. You become someone who is doing this. And that's where the real change happens. Identity changes where real change happens in people. So we start now, we start small, and we start with one. We consistently bring ourselves back to the practice, back to every time we notice that we are not doing what we're supposed to do, what we want to do, what we want to do to keep ourselves healthy. And so these are the keys to it. Now, I want to invite you. I'm going to start a 21-day epic challenge for establishing one new practice. If you already meditate every day, then I want you to continue to do that, and you can start another practice. But if you don't do that yet, I want you to start with meditation. And so what I invite you to do is to go to my website. You can find the link in my bio to get, not to my website, to my links. You can find the link in my bio, and it's the very top link is 911 Self-Care Blueprint. And that's got the blueprint for this 21-day challenge. Now, I'll be updating the blueprint and renaming it, because I'm going to rename it to the Epic Life Blueprint, because that's really what it's about. Nobody wants self-care, but we all want an epic life. So instead of telling you where you want to go, I've been telling you what road to get there. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to invite you to go where you want to go. So get the 911 Self-Care Blueprint. Read it over. And then we'll start the challenge, not this coming Monday, but the Monday after. So January 16th, we will start the challenge. I'll be going on live on TikTok every day. I may be coming on live here every day. I have to decide whether or not I'm going to have time, but I think I will make the time, because this is important and this is valuable. And it's my free gift to you, because I want you to have an epic life. If you're in my private Facebook group, the Best Life Now Facebook group, 911 Best Life Now, then I especially want to invite you, because this is what brings out our best life now. This 5 minutes a day of silence, 5 minutes a day of just listening to ourselves breathe and touching base with whatever that force is that's beyond us, whether we call it God, universe, divine wisdom, creator, whatever we call that. It helps us to get in touch. So those are the 4 keys. Rest, remind yourself, enjoy the practice, make it small and doable, and track it. So we will continue this. I will schedule lives. I need to schedule the lives on Wednesdays instead of Thursdays because we have something that goes on at the house on Thursdays. And last week we crashed into it. This week we dodged that bullet, but it just would be better to have it on Wednesdays. So thanks for being here, whether you are live or watching replay. So when you register on StreamYard, I'll be able to see your name when you make comments. So I will see you soon, at least next week, if not before.